when I was growing up, I used to see engineers as people with overalls or oily hands. Maybe you tell us a little bit about you and your engineering journey.
Okay. Engineers are still those types, but we, us as software engineers, find ourselves in a very unique position where we think like engineers, but we don't necessarily move like traditional engineers. Yes, but we are kind of in the middle place where you can actually find an engineer who is dressed well, who is actually cool.
So you're the cool side
We are
of
the cool
engineers.
side of engineering.
I've been having the partnerships associate for Telvoip. I've done actually 2 episodes with him on this pod. So you're the third guest for the third episode.
Privilege.
And I'm still asking, and I still want to understand a little bit more about how Telvoip works. So most of the questions I'll be asking you are actually related to, but on the engineering side, the cool engineering side.
Cool engineers. Yeah.
Okay, so for someone hearing about Telvoip for the first time, what is it and what problem does it solve for businesses?
Okay, so I usually like to describe Telvoip from the problem description going towards what the value proposition. So businesses have a communications problem, especially in this modern day and era, where the modern customer will reach you through phone calls, which is what traditionally has been working. But then after reaching you through phone calls, they'll send you an email. Then they'll send you a WhatsApp message, and they expect you to have this unified history. I don't know if you've called a customer care agent sometime, and every time you call, you meet a new person. They don't have a history of all the communications that you've had with them. So you have to explain everything afresh. And if you find another agent, the next time you have to explain everything afresh. They have to do verification. They don't have a history of the previous time you called, and because of this, there's a bit of disjointed communication. You find that you called today, you had sent an email yesterday. They have to find someone who has access to that email in order for them to access. Now, this is something that larger enterprises have been having solutions like this, but the problem for this is that it's inaccessible to SMEs. So because of this, Telvoip was born out of this frustration. Telvoip was born to help streamline these communications, to help give an SME the same level of customer support as a large enterprise would have. So we give you a unified view of your customer, a unified profile. We have integrated AI that helps you screen these communications and gives you summaries. You can create tickets to track any commitments that you made back to your customer. So in case you need to solve a certain thing between a certain time period, the system helps you enforce that by reminding you all of this. Yes, among other features.
Okay, that's so informative.
Yes.
So when a user logs into the Telvoip platform for the first time, and what are the, okay, so like I'm the user. So I've logged into Telvoip for the first time. What will I be greeted with, and how is the dashboard designed to simplify my work?
Okay. So there's a concept in engineering, in software engineering, called UX, user experience, which is you might have the best possible system, but if it's hard for the end user to understand, the user will say the system is trash. So because of that, that's one of the key things that we try to do. Simplicity is very key in our dashboard. When you log in onto the platform, you have a very nice interface that greets you based on time of day, tells you good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Then it shows you highlights. So in case you have any events that you've scheduled for today, you need to make a call. This is key for people who need to remind their customers to make payments by a certain time. You need to follow up on due payments by a certain time. You have a calendar that lets you know. If you're running a call center that has shifts, you're able to see your shift. So you can see my shift starts at this time. So you ensure that you're logged in by that time. You can see any open tickets that have been assigned to you. I will mention later about the tickets, but they are automatic tickets that are created by the platform. This could be a missed call. Maybe after business hours, someone tried to call you. They were not able to reach you. A ticket is automatically created. and assigned to you. So when you wake up in the morning, you log in, you will see this person who tried to reach us, and among other things.
Okay, could you give us a quick tour of the interface and highlight the key sections every user should know?
Okay. The system is pretty comprehensive. I'll try to mention a bit of the key features that a user will meet. So besides the dashboard, when you log in and all that quick information, we have a call section. So we have a persistent dialer, which stays at the top of the screen. This is to ensure that you are able to make phone calls while still going to your email to check. So a customer calls you, tells you, I sent you an inquiry yesterday. While still on the phone call, I go to the email and I can be able to check everything. So we have the dialer. We have an online section that shows you which other of your team members are online. So you can be able to see all of those. You can also see all call logs. So missed calls, calls that you made. You can play back all the calls. So all calls are recorded by default and you can play them back. Then we also have AI summaries, which is an integral part of our solution, because you might be managing a large call center or even handling several calls, and you need to be able to see, to get insights without having to play back every full call. So our AI helps you summarize these phone calls, reads a transcript, and even does quality analysis and assurance for each of your agents. So it tells you this agent is not speaking to customers well. So you're able to see all of that. Some other sections to highlight, we have our campaign manager that is useful for handling outbound campaigns. We have omni-channel section, which encompasses email, WhatsApp, Instagram, web chat, TikTok, all of them there. Then we have the support section that has the ticketing and note taking, so you can take notes during phone calls and you'll see them. Then we have our reports section. So it has comprehensive reports that tell you how many calls you're handling, how many people are missing calls, each of your agents, how are they performing, how long does it take for you to respond to messages when someone sends you a WhatsApp message, among other reports.
Okay, and all these sections that you're pointing out, I can actually see them on the dashboard?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So Telvoip is an omnichannel solution, right?
Yes.
How does the platform bring together voice calls, WhatsApp, email, social media, and web chat into one unified workspace?
Awesome. So as I mentioned, all these are different modules, but there are some things that cut across each of those modules. So building a customer profile. Our engine for building a customer profile tries to find a through line between all these modules. So you find a very good example is if a customer calls you today, but they had sent a WhatsApp message 2 days ago using the same phone number, our system will find that message in WhatsApp and connect it to the current person who is calling you and display that on the profile. So you will be able to see this customer I'm speaking to, there was a WhatsApp message that was sent 2 days ago. So you'll be able to see that. And once you save this contact and add their email, Instagram, Facebook, all of that, the system will be able to find the same, build the same customer profile through all these communication channels.
Okay, so basically what you're trying to say is that if I'm the client who's calling you guys and I'm using the same number, all the communication that I have with you guys will always be accessible through your end.
Yes.
Okay, so can you walk us through what happens when a customer contacts a business from the moment the interaction comes in to when it's solved?
So when a customer calls the business, there are a few things that need to be set up. So for example, you can set up a team. Think of if you are running, say, a delivery service. You need a team for handling the deliveries and handling the communications for the deliveries. You need a team for handling, say, returns and then customer support. You will set up all these different teams and add every person who needs to handle each of these inquiries. Then after that, you can set up what we refer to as an IVR, which stands for interactive voice response. If you've called any enterprise, there's an automated voice that greets you, then tells you press 1 for this, press 2 for this. So when someone presses all of those, the system intelligently routes them to each of these teams. Then another intelligent aspect of Telvoip is once it routes the customer to that, it will try to find the person who is available. So it will try agent 1. Agent 1 is currently on a call. Agent 2 is not logged in. It moves to the agent 3. So it ensures that everyone, customers are not kept waiting long, because it tries to find who is available right now. Then you also have fallbacks in case all of these agents are busy. It can either route it to someone else, maybe a dedicated person who, maybe a receptionist or someone. So a customer is able to do that. Now, when one of your agent picks up the phone call, you can be able to speak to the agent with our AI listening to the background to do the summaries. Then you can also take notes. So this is good for call centers where there are several people and you never know who will pick the next call. So when you save the notes under the system will display this no matter who picks the phone calls. Back to the problem that I'd spoken about earlier, where every time you need to reiterate everything. Now you don't need to do that. They can just see this customer spoke about this is the open ticket, and they can serve you.
Okay. Now, so far, all the questions I've asked, you've been answering them from a client's perspective.
Yes.
I like to throw in one from the company's perspective.
Yes.
For managers and supervisors, what tools does the platform provide to monitor agents, track performance, and maintain service quality?
Okay.
Yeah.
That is very key. It's a very essential part of our business, because we need to give the management a 360 view of not just their customers, but also the team handling the customers. Because you might find you have a really good team, but there's that one guy who is always speaking to customers in a very bad way. And then to the end customer, they don't know about these other guys. They only know about the guy they spoke to. And because of that, your company doesn't serve customers well. So we give you insights. I had mentioned earlier about AI reviews under the agents. Now, when our AI reviews these agents, it is able to give a report, a summary report of each of your agents, and gives us the score, a score out of 100 for each of these agents. Then this can be tied into KPI, so they can now see out of all our agents, this one agent is getting a very bad score.
Reviews or score, yeah.
Yeah, so it is able to do that. But again, it's not punitive. It doesn't do that to punish the agent, because we also do recommendations and reviews. It tells this agent needs to do this in order to get better. So this ensures that if someone is being put on PIP, performance improvement plans, we are able to get the AI recommendation and use this to improve this agent's performance.
Okay, so basically, your software is able to help the supervisors or the management to actually know which agent is actually doing the correct, maybe responding or whatever solutions they give as per the others.
Yes.
Okay, so how customizable is the platform? Can businesses tailor workflows, user roles, and permissions to match their operations?
Yes, they can. So again, I had mentioned earlier, traditionally, there used to be different channels. So someone had a PBX system for handling phone calls. They had a social media manager to handle the metas and the TikToks and all of those. And you find that there wasn't that unified view. So you might want someone to bring all these teams onto one platform, but they don't want the social media manager to make calls. They want them to only handle social media. Our permissions management module is very granular. You can be able to tweak it and set, I want this specific role to only go to this person, and everything else they should not be able to see. So you can be able to tailor these permissions very granularly to be able to match your business workflow. And this is something we will guide to be able to match what's practical for your business. Very practical.
Okay, so what I'm understanding from that is we can be 5 agents, but I'm only allowed to access a particular docket in this entire platform.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so when I was talking to the partnership associate, he actually confirmed to me that Telvoip is not a CRM, right? So many businesses already use CRMs, right? And other business tools. So how easily does Telvoip integrate with existing these same systems, or you have to recommend a particular CRM for each business.
Okay.